Hello friends, this is Shravan. This is my YouTube channel Civil Engineering by Shravan. To subscribe my channel, click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates. In this video, I will explain you what is the minimum size of the slab thickness we need to consider for construction of any kind of the building and different types of the thickness of the slab for different types of the floors. Okay, so as per ACI code, American Code of Institute, it is suggested that the minimum size of the slab should be taken as 5 inches, which is approximately equal to 125 mm thickness. Okay, so this is the 125 mm thickness is suggested by American Codal Institution ACI code. Okay, so this is the minimum thickness we have to consider before construction of any kind of the building as per ACI code. But as per Indian Standard Code, IS code, it was suggested that the minimum thickness of the slab will be considered as 4 inches, which is approximately equal to 100 mm. Okay, so as per Indian standard, it was suggested that 100 mm is the thickness we have to consider for construction of any kind of the building which is related to your ground story or any one of the story which is related to that respected building section. Okay, the thickness of the slab section will be depending upon the many of the factors we need to consider. So, but mainly we will consider 4 factors for considering the thickness of the slab section. First factor is loading condition. Loading factor is most important factor initially we need to consider before taking the thickness of the slab. Okay, so loading factor is nothing but the amount of the load which is comes for the respected slab section. So generally we will take dead loading condition, live loading condition, floor loading condition, as well as seismic loading condition, wind loading condition for the respected structure of designing of the any kind of the building. So we have to take the amount of the load, which is nothing but the combination of all types of the load. Okay, we need to consider amount of the load for that respective slab section. So the thickness of the slab member is also depending upon the what we call amount of the load which is comes from the respected building. Okay, so if the amount of the load is higher, we have to take the higher value of the thickness. Okay, as per the IS codal provisions. So this is the first factor we have to consider, loading condition. Okay, second one is type of supports. So this is one of the most important factor we need to consider before construction of the building sections. Okay, type of supports. Generally what we do for construction of any kind of the earthquake resistant structure, generally we will take the rubber base isolation system, or else we will take what we call friction pendulum system for construction of respected building which is related to your earthquake resistant structure. What happen means, if you construct the building on the rubber base isolation system as well as your friction pendulum system, the deflection of the building will be definitely decreases, but the loading condition on the slab section will be increases. So that is why we have to consider the factors which is related to the support conditions also. Okay, support condition is also one of the most important topic we have to consider before considering to the slab thickness for the respected structure. Okay, so this is the second one. Third factor is grade of the concrete. Okay, most of the people are know grade of the concrete. Okay, for construction of any kind of the building, we have to take initial mixed proportion for the respective grade of the concrete. So grade of the concrete will be depending upon the material properties which are obtained in laboratory condition. Okay, so initially we have to collect the material and we have to find out the material properties which is related to your construction materials. Okay, so based on those respected material properties, we have to calculate the mixed proportion for the respected suitable of your respected materials as per IS 1026 to 2009 code. So we have to take the measurements as well as the standards which are provided in IS 10262 code. Okay, we have to take the mixed proportions by using that respected code. So this is the factor we have to consider, grade of the concrete. Okay, as per the safety factor, we have to take extra grade of the concrete. For example, let us consider I am constructing any one of the building. Let us consider it as G+1 building. I am constructing with M15 grade concrete. But as per the safety, we have to consider it as M20 grade concrete. So here we are increasing the grade from 15 to 20 grade. So that's why we have to increase the size of the slab from the respected x1 thickness to x2 thickness. So this is the third factor we have to consider. Fourth factor is span length. Span length is nothing but the length as well as width of the respected plate which is placed on the respected beam sections. Okay, so that is also one of the most important concept we have to consider before considering to the slab thickness of the building. Okay, so generally we will take 4 meter or 5 meter length as well as 3 meter or 3.5 meter width for the respective slab section plate. So if you are increasing the slab length, we have to consider additionally another extra thickness for the construction of respected slab section for the building section. Okay, so these are the 4 factors we have to consider before taking the thickness of the slab. First one is loading condition, second one is type of the support, third one is grade of the concrete, and fourth one is span length. So these are the 4 factors. Depending upon those respected 4 factors only, the slab thickness will be varying. Now I will explain you what is the minimum thickness we have to consider for construction of your respected ground story building, G+1 building, G+2 building, G+3 building, G+4 building, or G+5 building. Okay, so let's start with ground story. Okay, so if you want to construct any one of the building which is related to your ground story, we have to take the minimum thickness of the slab is 4 inches only, which is approximately equal to your respected 100 mm. Okay, we have to consider the 100 mm thickness for construction of only ground story building. Okay, so next one is second one is G+1 building. If you want to construct any one of the building which is related to your respected G+1 building, we have to take the minimum size of the slab thickness is 5 inches, which is approximately equal to 125 mm. We have to consider that respected thickness for G+1 building. So next one is G+2 building. So if you want to construct any one of the building which is comes under your G+2 building, we have to take minimum size of the thickness of the slab is 125 mm only. Okay, we have to take 125 mm for the ground story, we have to take 125 mm for the first story, and we have to take the 125 mm for the respected second story. Now I will explain you what is the minimum size we have to consider for G+3 building. Nothing but the 4 slab sections. Okay, if you want to construct any one of the building which is comes under your G+3 building, we have to consider 150 mm is the thickness at the ground story. Again we have to take 125 mm, 125 mm, 125 mm for the first story, second story, third story. Okay, so this is the third one. Fourth one is G+4 building. Okay, so if you want to construct any one of the building which comes from the respected G+4 building, we have to take 150 mm is the slab thickness for the respected ground story as well as first story. Okay, so after that we have to take 125 mm is for the thickness which is related to the second story, third story, fourth story. Okay, so this is the concept which is related to your G+4 building. Okay, lastly I will explain you G+5 building, which is nothing but your respected 6 slabs building. If you want to construct any one of the building which is related to a 6 slab building, we have to take initially for bottom 3 slabs we have to take it as 150 mm, and we have to take remaining 2 stories will be of 125 mm, and last slab will be consisting of your 100 mm. So we have to take approximately 6 inches for the respected bottom 3 stories and 5 inches for the remaining 2 stories, and last story will be consisting of 4 inches. Okay, so this is my personal experience, not an exact value. So the slab thickness will be varying depending upon those respected 4 factors we have to consider. Okay, so but one factor we have to keep in mind. Okay, the slab thickness of the building we have to take is 4 times of the nominal size of the coarse aggregate. So this is also one of the most important factor we have to consider before construction of any kind of the slab. Okay, so we have to take, for example, let us consider, just I am considering only maximum thickness of the respected what we call coarse aggregate is 20 mm. Just we have to take 4 multiplied by 20 mm, which is approximately equal to 80 mm. Okay, so this is the general precautions we have to consider for considering the slab thickness. Okay, so this is the concept which is related to your slab thickness. We have to take 4 times of your nominal size of your coarse aggregate. Okay, so this is the minimum size of the slab thickness we have to consider before construction of any kind of the construction. Okay, so this is the end of the video. If you have any queries about the slab thickness of the building, you can text me in the below comment box so that I will give you the replies for that respected comments. Thank you.